What's going on, guys? It's me, JV, coming to you once again live this Saturday morning. Today is March the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken, or 22nd. Yeah, March 22nd, 2025. Coming to you with another edition of a horrendously bad economy, getting worse and worse by the week, it seems. It's getting worse and worse by the month, and it's starting to affect everyday citizens in this country. And last Thursday, 2 days ago, we actually found out that two of our co-workers had been laid off from our company, from my not necessarily from my department. I rarely came across these people. They were working in a different capacity, in a different department, but we actually found out that they were laid off. And it has nothing to do with their productivity. It has nothing to do with their knowledge and their skill set. It has everything to do with the fact that companies are this company in particular is cutting expenditures. It's cutting costs, and one of the ways to cut costs is by reducing your workforce and laying off your employees, especially those that are making the most amount of money. And it turns out that these folks were laid off for that particular reason. And if you have been watching my videos talking about the reduction of the workforce with the company, this is a company that has multiple locations, not just here in the US, but also in Europe. You have a couple of offices down in South America as well. So this is a worldwide company. This is a global company, but they are starting to lay off people, and it's because the economy is going in the wrong direction. It has been very well established now, according to many so-called financial experts, that we are going to enter into a recession, more than likely in the summertime, because you're seeing it more and more with the stock market. For example, the speculators, the investors are very nervous about the uncertainty that is taking place right now with the economy. So it's not surprising that many people are starting to lose their job. It's not surprising that once again anger is starting to fester up again among the American citizenry. And things are getting much, much worse, for sure. Tourism is going to start to take a hit in the U.S. also. There's a lot of Canadians, for example, that don't want to travel to the U.S. as a form of backlash against what the reptile in the White House has been talking about, has been spewing for the last couple of weeks. And so the tourism is starting to take an effect as well. It's starting to take a tumble. And unfortunately, it's being accelerated. It really is. It's being accelerated by by the actions of politicians in Washington. But in the private sector, it's also hitting us. And right now, I gotta be honest. I'm not 100% certain that I'm gonna be able to keep my job long term or for much longer. Even though about a month ago we were told in a meeting that the office where I work was not going to have any impact, was not going to see any changes with as far as our employment status is concerned. But when you hear the story that 2 employees have already been axed from this office, then everybody starts to wonder, who's next. Everybody starts to figure out, or to start asking themselves, maybe we should start getting our resumes updated again. Maybe we should start crafting our cover letter once again. Maybe we should start networking on LinkedIn again, because it's looking. But then again, not a whole lot of companies are hiring right now. I mean, companies are shaving off positions within their own company instead of expanding, instead of hiring more people. So the economy is a complete and utter disaster, and it's gonna get worse. And, you know, things were great last year. Things were humming in the last couple of years, but it turns out that in 2025, the recession is going to get here. And I don't know if it's by design, or I don't know if it's because we have a buffoon, a complete incompetent, moronic, senile buffoon in the White House, and that might be the reason why things are completely falling apart. But anyway, I just wanted to give a brief status update as far as the job market is concerned. And that's the other thing. If you go to any of the job sites and you start looking at job postings and you apply for jobs, it's virtually impossible right now to get a job. It really is. They make you go through so many hurdles. You have to become an acrobat. You have to become a gymnast in order to actually even get a fucking job offer, let alone, you know, start working. I mean, people don't even get to the second or third phase of the interview process. It's so ridiculous. It's beyond absurd. It just wasn't the case like 20 years ago. This wasn't the case. People would bring you in for an interview. If they liked you, they would make you an offer immediately. Nowadays, you have to go through so many different layers. So many layers just to get a job offer. But anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I will catch you on the next video. Have a great rest of your, or have a great weekend, I should say, that just is starting right now.